Hello, what's up? You're gonna Kampala. Yes. Morgan. What's up?
Hey yo, what's up? You're gonna Kampala, yo, it's Daniel Bar, Claudia Morgan, we mashing up the place. We're back with another episode of the CBM Radio. Yeah, we're here to put you in a roller coaster, give you good vibes. I mean, you know, people are stressed. It's a Friday, it's a weekend mood. You want to keep it fun, you want to keep it happy. And it's your boy, Claudia, and I'm with your girl.
EDNAR, of course.
Mashing out the place still. Yeah, we always on the show, it's called the Reality Buzz. It's always a tag team, Claudia Morgan, EDNAR. First, what's the other name? It's not allowed on air. Yeah, okay. But the things are for long ago, whereby kids just don't want to mention their local names.
It's not that I don't like mentioning my local names. It's just I just don't use it for
Anyway, just so you know, it's a Reality Buzz. We are proudly sponsored by the National ICT Innovation Hub, CBM. Yeah, sponsored by CBM and yeah. Let's get into it. Let's dive right into it.
Yes, Morgan. You know, how are you?
Yeah, actually, I personally.
I'm asking you how
yeah,
you are,
okay, yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
someone asking you how he's showing they care and all. Maybe just using it for formality. I feel you're low spirited. But anyway, other than that, I personally am a little bit sick.
okay.
But I had to make it for my people, for my listeners, for our listeners.
Alright.
They're like, we miss you, we miss your voice and all. They're like, yo, G, we miss the best and all. And I'm like, yo, John, show up. You know, you know how the vibes be. So I'm here, I'm cool. It's just a flu and all, but it will go. I contracted it yesterday. I've not been with any lady, though they say that.
Why
They're
do you have to mention
disease,
all that?
yeah, because they say that disease we get from ladies and all, not disease and all stuff, you know. But I've not been anywhere near a woman for about 26 hours. But I don't know how I contracted that. But anyway, just we're into it. And now, what do you got for us today? I want us to what are we talking about? What's up? What's going on?
Today I want to go into a conversation around, growth. Mainly, it's focusing on growth, but of course, what happens when we outgrow our community? And when I say our community, I mean parents, I mean our family, I mean our
the
friends.
community at large.
Yes,
the community at large.
generally our community. What happens when you outgrow it?
Yeah,
What happens when you outlive what their expectations of you are? What happens when you do what they didn't expect you to do?
Yeah.
But in a good way, of
Yeah,
course.
I feel it so happens some of us come from communities whereby they know us maybe we are poor or we are a kid of the community and all that stuff. But then you get blessed, you work hard or you hit a jackpot or anyway,
You
life,
go to different
whatever happens,
dimensions,
people develop, people
Yeah.
grow, people become successful. All of a sudden you become successful and these people they tend to. There's this Luganda proverb about Ewamwe, your home, Simanya. Okay, whereby when someone is maybe a celebrity, they grew up in some community, when they go back to their community, they're not seen as a celebrity.
Yeah.
They're seen as a normal them.
Yeah.
It's the normal boy, the normal guy who used to come here and all.
Yeah, but as well, Banabanigawa that you grew up with,
I didn't go about it back waiting because
this guy betrayed us. You're too farm, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but when you grow, you meet people where you are. That's why there is this famous talk of it's lonely at the top. Lonely at the top, it means there are a few people at the top, people you can give a plot of. For example, in my sector, how very few people I can give a plot of 200k and they come to it. I'm like, gee, let's pop to Kabale. Let's pay that 250k and pop to Kabale and let's go. So among the I have, you'll find that I've remained with only 100 to come to that plot.
Okay.
Because financial what and all. So
of course, Morgan had to give an example of applause.
Yeah,
Obviously.
And you know I'm an influencer, party organizer now.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm always plotting in case you want to organize your event. Anyway, in case you want to upload, tap me. It's a Friday. It's a Friday. To our kulaga, you're stranded. You're like, bro, I don't know where to party from. You're depressed. They have just chucked you anything. I'm your guy, bro.
How much do you charge?
I don't charge. What you do, as for a start, all you have to do is just have to have the money to cater for us, and for some people we might try to along the way.
You
Yeah.
have to have some,
Yeah, you have to have time.
okay.
Like you have to have like a minimum of maybe a 700K like to spend in a night. Yeah, and
I see you're
That's
out
li-
here hanging out to the
that's
decorations.
no, that's little money. 700K. You're just going to buy 2 bottles
Right,
and
totally.
it's done.
Right.
It's known you're at that level, but then you come out and poof.
Yeah, you just elevate, and some people are going to see it as a betrayal, and then some are going to see it as you evolving.
Yeah.
Depending on
For example, Joshua Baraka outgrew Uganda
come on.
as a whole. Dude, bro, bro, great. That nigga is international. Good.
Society.
Have you seen Joshua Baraka? That guy is so international. He has outgrown Uganda. Like Uganda has never seen an artist like Joshua Baraka. That's basically
Like,
no. That's simply
know.
the truth.
You're just you're overing the guy. And
No, the guy. Okay.
Like,
The guy is
I don't
just
know.
the guy is just good. The guy is just good. Anyway,
You guys need to relax.
that's what we mean. Like at some level, but then for just some instance or some reason, for some reason you're now somewhere where they never knew from. So people like, so you're like what? So was it a question or was it a phrase? Like what are the consequences of? Oh,
No, what happens when you outgrow your
what
community?
happens when you outgrow your community?
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, what happens when you outgrow your community? Whereby you've been having your friend who knows you, you're
Just
very different
totally
people,
different.
and people are like, and other people are like, gee, what? So
Yeah,
they want to bring the same familiarity they had with you.
Yeah.
Like, what's up? Gee, yeah. You're like, bro.
Some characteristics in manga, the
Yeah,
people you
yeah,
grew
and you
up
give-
with that you just cannot do anymore.
And you give them
because
a
you've
level.
outgrown them.
Yeah.
Things like your dude is going to come and find you and he's gonna be like, yo, let's go and tugende tukwana wala workshalo. Such things.
And the dude is like, bro, to get to kume mwht.
Such things. No.
Yeah,
And
just
he's
because.
going to he's gonna go back to the other guys. He's gonna
So
be like,
basically,
this guy."
I think to me what happens is you gain a smaller circle. And you get a lot of hatred, a lot of
Yeah.
negative feedback comes. This it's very difficult, like most especially here in Africa, to find a positive community where they're like, oh, our kid has beaten it. People will always be like, one of Uganda. People, do you have what you call a chikono? People tebagariza. You come on and they're just trying to push you away. Like we haven't here. Who do you think you are? You think you're going to be rich? Your dad was never rich. Your granddad, what was? So basically, they bring it to negative vibes. That's what happens here. Like they drive it towards the negative direction and all.
Generally, they start blaming you and they start feeling they're betrayed. But of course, I think when you're in this conversation, I also want to know that, for someone, for example, if you're coming from a family and say, I'm going to speak for the girl child, and this family
but you
is
with
not-
girl child, what
Come
that?
on, I'm a girl.
All right. Go ahead.
Before I speak about guys,
Go
I
ahead.
want to speak about
Jeez.
girls.
Rest
No,
my case.
like, if you're a big dreamer
Uh,
and say, I'll give an example of myself when I say I want to share I want to be authentic here. For example, when I finished my final papers at campus, and I wanted to do all these things, I already engaged with an organization, and
engagement? Why did you get engaged?
I was already with an
I had you. I'm just
organization.
messing. I'm just messing
somewhere.
with you. I'm just
Go
messing
down.
with you. Yeah.
And I remember telling my mom about this and explaining what I was doing, and then telling her I'm so motivated, telling her I'm doing all these amazing things. And then she was like, why are you motivated? I don't know how you ask someone, why are you motivated? Why are you dreaming so big?
Yeah.
Because
Because our parents know reality. There's what we call reality.
It's not about knowing reality. It's about believing in yourself. And when you don't have shared values with somebody, they're not going to believe.
Sometimes belief in yourself is not enough.
Let me
Belief in
tell you
yourself
something.
sometimes needs to come with connections.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
For example, if I have a vision for a company and I tell you about the vision for the company and you're like, yeah, this is actually a good idea. I want to be part of the journey with you.
Yeah.
And so we start to do the company together.
Yeah.
We are sharing the vision because we have a shared value at the end of the day, because we are being philanthropic and we are,
Philanthropic,
we are big
I get you.
dreamers and,
I just get you.
we are
You're
just
over the
dreaming,
moon.
so
Like
we are
the sky is a
sharing that
limit and
vision,
all.
sharing
Yeah.
the value. And if you don't have shared values with somebody, if you don't have shared thinking with somebody, that person is not your person. You know, I was talking to my team lead today yesterday. We were like, I want to have a circle of people. If I tell them, yo, I want to rob the bank, it's like, when are we doing it?
Yeah.
You know, that is what we're talking about when you have shared goals with people.
Yeah.
And if you fail, if your community, if your family, if your friends do not share your ideologies, do not share your values, meaning when you present an idea to them, when you tell them that I want to be this kind of person, that I want to retire at 30, they're not going to believe you because they're going to be like,
yeah, but I personally, when I see a brother winning, like in our sector, you know, like all the same age, you've just finished and all the shit. But then you see I personally, when I see a brother winning, I just embrace it. I be like, now this guy, he has been my guy. To see that if he's clearly my guy, he has to be my route to also my win. You know, like I have to use this person as an advantage. I'm not going to be so clingy. I don't want them to scare them off. Like I'm here because of your success. I was your brother. We did this and this and this. We should no. I'm going to give you the respect you deserve in that position you got in. I'm not going to treat you as the same homie, but then I would want to use that as a connection. You know, I want to use that as an advice. An advice press to get knowledge from. I would want to use that as a ladder to also get where I'm going. You know, so yeah. So basically, that's me. That's me because. I've seen brothers of mine like who went to the same school and all, but man, some guys are like doing good, G. So I be like, bro, I be contacting them and I'm like, G, bro, what's up, man? What's popping that side? What? You know, those some people are just naturally bad. Like after getting there, they feel they're above everyone and they resent you. You know, like those common sayings which say like money changes people. Like you find like your intentions, your criteria is clean. It's like it has no attachments. Like you really just want to know. You just want to ask a brother out. You're like, bro, we are at the same level, bro. How did you do it, G? Like give me some. I know some guys just like all resentful and all. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy.
That's crazy. But also, what happens sometimes when you've of course, just as a sign that you've outgrown the people you've been with, the people that you've grown up with, say the people that you are with at the same level. And you may outgrow them and not necessarily be rich. You may outgrow them in mindset change. You may outgrow them in a change of perception. But here's what happens. Outgrowing somebody or outgrowing people comes in a way that, for example, if Morgan, I put you in front of, who is a big person? In front of Jessica Alupo. And I told you to have a conversation with Jessica Alupo. A serious conversation. Serious conversation. Yeah. And you were able to hold this conversation with Jessica Alupo, and she felt to some level inspired by what you want to be.
Yeah, and the sense of matter you sputter out.
But if you say take that conversation you've had with Jessica Alupo and you take it to your friends back somewhere and you try to have that conversation with them and it doesn't work out, you know that you've outgrown them because you start feeling like conversation
actually
as challenging.
I think it's basic. It's very good to know that we have different kind of friends. There are friends that you can talk about this stuff with, and there are friends you can talk about this stuff with.
Yeah.
You get? Like there are some matters you can take to a particular person, a particular friend. You're like, G, this and this and this and this. And those matters you can never take them to so and so. They are both your friends. You are tight, you have close, you know. But then there's someone you go to first when there's a certain problem, and there's someone you go to first when there's a certain problem. In case, for example, you have maybe your business is stuck. You're working on a business, so you're like, bro, man, I'm stuck here. But what do you think? What do you think I should do? There's some bro you ask, and you're like, bro, G man, there's this bitch I saw, bro. She's fine as hell and all. G.
What's Morgan? Give an example of a girl.
I'm like, G, what should I do? Then there's some other friend you're going to go with that. You get? Like the friend for the business idea is not a friend for the beach. You feel me? Like for the love life and
meaning you're not at the same level with this person when it comes to your goals.
No, you just have different friends because there are friends whereby you're like, man, I feel depressed, I feel anxiety, but I want to go out and be wild, I want to have fun. There's someone you'll call. And then when you have serious matters and you're like, gee, there's someone else you call.
That as friendship, honestly, for me, at least all the friends I have in my circle, I ensure that we can have conversation that builds the both of us.
I mean, I don't.
And
For me,
when
I have.
we turn that switch off, we can also have a certain other conversation.
Me personally, I have more
ourselves.
friends, but then I have what you call the vibe friends.
Of course, because you're just
No, no, vibe.
vibe. And
Yeah, these are the-
never every time.
These
is
good.
good.
Okay, you just have to be positive in life. You know, life is short. I know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Basically, I personally believe I'm going to die young, so I just have to
You're going to die, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you believe that?
because I'm going to get money, in all ways.
Mm.
And I feel like the prompt ways, that I need, they all require a little death, a little young death. But then, and then the other ways are like work hard, what. And I've been in that route. Now I've been in the working field for at least, some years now, 2, 3. And man, the first reality, like you leave the theory and then you're now in practical. So you begin measuring and you be like, oh, so this is. Anyway, I want to bless myself. This is all for sure, eh? It's all for sure. I want you to take it serious. Just trying to entertain you, and have a good time
Yeah, but coming back to, outgrowing people. That's the point you're talking about. It start being misunderstood as well. Yeah? Every time you bring up something, someone misunderstands you. For example, Morgan, you get to a point where say you have a woman, you're serious about this woman, you want to build a future with this woman, meaning you're looking at saving, you're looking at bigger plans, and of course there may be little or no time.
Even outgrow partners.
Yeah, of course that happens. There may be little or no time for you to do the parties and the vibing and all.
Yeah.
So when it comes to say you come to your guy and you're like, man, I'm looking at, say, having an investment in this company. And, you bring this brilliant idea to the person and like, go be chill, and like they're trashing you and like, toina jogenda, such things,
Yeah.
you're, or maybe they say,
No, someone cannot say that to in a joke. Okay. Maybe when they're not your friends, they can.
People can say those things. Trust me.
Anyway, yeah.
People can do such shit.
People
It's
are,
crazy.
people are.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So about the community thing, you find that people like you may receive a lot of love from strangers, and your community disses you. They're like, yeah, you think you're kawa, what and what, you think you're going to make it, and then you just find someone who doesn't know you, stranger, what, and they embrace you. Like,
they share your
just like,
values.
yeah, they like they put you, like they give you the energy you need, the motivation, and you basically make it or you don't. Like there's this advice I usually have. It's like just because you don't give up doesn't mean you'll make it.
Yeah. You've been telling me that the whole day.
Yeah.
Just because you doesn't mean
some people just want to be losers. But okay, that's not true.
Don't discourage.
No, that's
right
not true.
now.
Okay, that's not true. Okay, this is not a motivation space. Like to give you motivation. It's all for show, for fun. So don't take me serious.
It brings me to the point you were talking about.
Yeah.
Like, the kind of friends you have, and this one is for this, and this one is for this. So your boundaries with the friends. You know that this one I will not talk.
I'll not bring this conversation with
I
this
think
guy.
that's where the boundaries come in, and I think that's how you can best manage your growth.
You should be in position to know all that stuff. Because man, you'll get disappointed. You're like, man, how can I tell him this and he does this? But just because you didn't know, whether you're taking the right person or not.
Yeah.
You knew this person is behavior, but you still went ahead and opened up.
Yeah.
I
I was saying, you need to know your friends and what to or not to discuss with them,
Yeah, but anyway, while we're at it, I just want to say shout outs to my people from Kabale. Yo, Chisoro, I was there, man. It's wild. Kabale is wild, beautiful. Chisoro is mwah. These guys are. The Wachiga, okay.
You get a lady from there.
No, I didn't get a lady. I wouldn't get a lady from there. These people are rude. No, like sincerely speaking, this is Wachiga guy. This okay. I'm not attacking anyone, but most people have hated me just because I'm true. These people are rude. Like you find someone, you like maybe asking for directions and all, and they're rude. Yeah. You know, you explorer. You're an explorer. You are a missionary. You are, who are these guys who brought the gospel to
Which guys?
missionaries. They're called
Yeah,
missionaries.
you
I said
said
missionaries.
missionaries.
You're a colonialist. You've come to Kamale. You don't know where the Kamale Central Market is. You're asking some dude. He's like, bro. He's like, maybe he's a boda guy. He stopped. He stopped. And then he's like, yeah, just asking for like, bro, where's the Central Market? He's like, bro, I thought you're going. Yeah, so I don't. Okay, I interact with a lot of ladies. Yeah, cause I don't want to. You know, ladies, man. I don't know. I was going to.
What
Yeah,
exactly?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
because okay, like ladies in the West. Okay, there are a lot of rumors there. They even have pages. I tell you what, man. I think we
Pages?
have to be safe. Yeah,
What
I've been
about-
using the Ambarara HIV page.
Page was created was because Trump took out US aid from Uganda. The
Wow,
reason that was
So,
created.
man,
Having gone for their own
I know,
shit,
I'm
make
young.
some money.
I'm young, bro. I don't want to be into all that, bro. Like, So I interact with a lot of ladies, but then, you know, men are mob at night. Some car, you know, me, I'm over at night. You find men, you find group of boys, gang of one. But anyway, all I know is it's a beautiful place. They're beautiful people. Like, people are beautiful that side. Like, I'm talking about structure-wise. The melanin is always cold. Yeah, like, it's always cold. Those guys have fridges, but the fridges are not plugged into electricity to save. And when you ask for soda, you're like, is it cold? Is it ice cold? They're like, yeah. Then when they remove the soda from the fridge, it's cold, but the fridge is not on. Even if it's not, even if the soda is not in the fridge and it's just like there, an empty carton,
It's
they remove it.
cold.
It's cold.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It's
That's
a nice
crazy.
experience. Then same with Kisoro has beautiful women, but those places, the one thing is far. You go.
Quite a long distance.
You find a winding road, you rotate mountains, what and what.
Ah.
You even vomit. It's far.
Nice.
That's the only bad experience. But other these people organized, they have terraces, contour plows, what. I just love the experience. So all I was trying to say.
Contours.
No. All I'm trying to say is shout out to you, shout out to my people from Kawali, and shout out to the Explorer Uganda, the people we went with, my friends. Like made a lot of friends. Even actually, I made a house party that side in Kawali. It was lit. People showed up. We were a lot of vibes there. And anyway. That will be I'll make a full episode like just narrating Morgan's journey to Kabale. Like, it will be another episode. But I just saying shout outs. Then shout outs to all our listeners on CBM Radio. We love you, y'all. Thank you for always giving us for these people who are always asking for the link.
Yeah.
You're like Morgan the link, Morgan
Big
the show. Big shout outs to y'all. I love you all. There is a Shaga that Shamira Namoga. Remember that girl was blasting me on air.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's a good one. There's Shirat, lots of love.
I don't hear
My Sako, all so it's ladies. It's always ladies.
Okay, so
Though some of you don't have the complexion of other ladies. Some ladies show us love. They're like, men, without men, we are not here. And some ladies are like, we don't need men. We don't need men.
ladies?
Another time. It will be for another time. Yeah, basically, yeah.
oh my God! You know when a tomato gets rotten, one in a basket full of 20.
But have you even never been out of Kampala?
Me?
Yeah.
I have.
Where did you go? Like, how far have you gone? How far have you moved from Kampala?
I went to Mbale.
Eesh. Even
Yeah.
Mbale, they even speak
And then I went
Luganda.
to Nakasongola.
Where is Nakas? Like, I remember Nakasongola. Is it Nakasongola? Like, so
Gulu
far.
Highway. Yeah, it's far.
Do you reach Gulu or you pass
You
Gulu?
don't reach Gulu.
What
it's
were you
quite
doing?
far.
What were you doing in Nakasongola? Were you these guys who of charity who are giving kids bread?
I had gone to visit my man.
What? Wait, like on a real? Like, come on. Wait, you moved all the way from Kampala to Nakasongola to see. Oh my! I think I left true love in the studio. and then they can move from Kampala to Nakasongola to see the man. And oh jeez, that's lovely. That's nice.
I'm kidding.
Imagine grabbing a bus to Nakasongola. Anyway, yeah, I just hope,
No.
I just want to, I just hope like
Okay.
to get out of. I've never left Uganda personally, and so
Don't
you also.
assume on me, please. Leave me out of your assumption.
The farthest you've gone is
Leave me
Nakasongola,
out of your assumption.
and if
You said, have I traveled
and,
Uganda?
and you met that guy on Facebook, right?
Man, just kidding. I had to buy your friend, mom.
Crazy. Crazy. But anyway, it's the reality buzz here. We're keeping it fun. We're always keeping it lit. We want to give you good vibe. It's a Friday. It's a weekend. I mean, work is stressing you. You've been, it's a whole day. Money is lost. This month, it has been wild.
Is it only
these days.
this month? This last 2 months?
Not this last
something
not this last 2
right.
months. This year.
Politicians are holding the money.
2025 is like, okay, to my side, I don't know, and even to my close friends, they're all like, bro, G man, like, tell me, bro, like, why I miss something?
Speaking
G, like,
on that point,
man,
one
I don't know
of
what's
you all
going
has
on.
to outgrow the other because one of you needs to have some money.
me, I have money, yo.
You just said.
No, I'm like that.
Right?
No, okay, what I'm trying to say is like the cash flow, the money coming in, you know, like I have my money, like I have savings that can take me 2 years, but then. But then I'm talking about the cash flow, the daily income. I'm not trying to explain my savings,
No comments.
Yeah, but
But,
yeah, that's
but
what I'm trying to
okay,
say. Yeah.
Have you ever had a friend who outgrew you and you realized it? And this person came to have a conversation with
No,
you?
actually, I've not had a friend that has grown me, like outgrown me. Outgrowing means like you're at the same level, and then someone like leaves you, like they go higher up.
That is not necessarily outgrowing. Do you know there are people earning a lot of money, but they are so dumb.
No, leave alone the dumbness.
Outgrowing is more about the mindset,
No, me,
more about the values.
My
more
outgrowing
about
is
your goals.
financial, please. Even if you have much knowledge,
That's
but
why I told you
you're
for
still
you,
sleeping.
such-
Anyway, so when you ask if I had a friend that outgrew me, like I don't, but I have friends that like are way above me. Like these guys are planned. Yeah. So that means they didn't outgrow me. Like we are not at the same lane. They are
But they
up.
have more money than you.
Yeah, they have more money than me.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean someone has outgrown you.
Oh, I don't outgrow.
Outgrowing somebody means that, okay, Morgan, you and I, so we are in the same institution, so we are studying a certain course together, and we meet here at campus, and we are doing a certain course together, and then we are done with campus, and we are all now.
Yeah, they're all at the same level.
No,
That's
first hold on, I haven't completed. So 6 months later, after we've gotten done with campus and we're all doing our own things, and we meet and I start telling about all these ideas I'm having, all these things I'm doing, all the prospects of the future that I'm having, and all you can say for me, oh, okay, yeah, okay, good luck for you. Tell me how you're just waiting for a job to come,
Yeah.
You that's the point you start saying that you've outgrown people, that your mindset, is no longer, coordinating. You're no longer thinking on the same pace, It can be about the people you grew up with. Say you had this gang of friends, 5 of them, and you grew up together, and you guys went to school together, and suddenly 2 years later they find you, and yes, you're having a great life, and probably they're also working, earning some small money.
Yeah.
But the conversations that you can have, they cannot engage.
But
When you bring a conversation on table to have about literally anything, leave alone these people who come out.
Basically, I thought outgrowing is whereby
politics,
is whereby you find your friend driving a Brabus and you're
that
driving
is not outgrowing.
you're driving a VTs.
I mean, it can be in a way, but it's not necessarily the determinant of it. Yeah, but of course, this is a topic that could go further and further and further. And today we just want to keep it short and share something very small with you. And of course, Reality Buzz is proudly sponsored by the National.
This is what you like
Hub.
using. These are what you call them common ideas and what uncommon. Anyway, I'll see you later.
Well, we just keep it real.
Yeah, we just keep it reality bars. We just keep it real, and let's get real all the time. Yeah. So it's been a pleasure being here this particular evening. It's a Friday. You'll wanna know, like, you can always comment on our YouTube channel. You can always like send in your comments even if you're watching the show offline. And then you can tell us where you're going to vibe tonight. It's a Friday. We're not planning to spend the weekend indoors. I will never do such a thing.
But you know what? I just remembered something. Of course, someone to outgrow you.
I tell you,
Come on, just a point, 1 point. Of course, someone to outgrow you. The financial bit of it. Someone can, of course, if I outgrow you and I follow all my ambitions, and I make more money than you. Yeah, I mean, there is a difference. I get what you were trying to say.
All right.
Yeah, it's been EDNAR.
Kampala nightlife is like wild. It's a different experience. Even if you're in Las Vegas, even if you're in Los Angeles, you gotta experience Kampala nightlife. Kanye West was here with Kim Kardashian years back. They experienced Kampala nightlife. We heard that the videos about the busy, like everyone's like tick. So anyway, yo, girl, like just man, like if you don't have a plug, like bro, like. My socials is Claudia Morgan. Like DM me on my Instagram or my TikTok or anywhere. Like you're like, bro, like I need to go to this place. I know, like I have my money. I need to vibe and all shit. But like I'm your guy. I'm your tour guide during the nightlife of Kampala. But yo, I'm still the boy Claudia Morgan. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, and it's your girl Nantia Edna, and it's been a pleasure. We sign out. Thank you. Lots of love.